everything, but this time he isn't alone. Partnering with Dave from Abandoned World Explorer, he's about to step inside what many call one of Japan's most haunted mansions. The property lies deep in Wakayama Prefecture, a Western-style residence with a history that is both grand and unsettling. It was built in 1910 for Asajiro Ura, a businessman who rose to wealth during World War I by producing synthetic dyes and later gunpowder for the military. Whispers suggest that the house even hosted secret discussions about the attack on Pearl Harbor, but its darkest chapter came much later, in the 1980s, when tragedy struck the family. After the death of a child, the mansion was abandoned.
Alright everyone, so I'm currently trying to get to the mansion. I have to go through all this brush. Hopefully none of it's like poison ivy because I already have some for a previous exploration. Yeah, it's just so overgrown. But our friend sent us a map, and this is the way to go.
The approach to the mansion sets the tone immediately. Steve must push through thick brush and uneven forest trails, slipping over roots and moss as he makes his way forward. Even before they reach the building, he notices something peculiar, an observation that lingers in the background as the investigation begins.
So we hear noises coming from the building. We just want to make sure we're the only ones here. So we're gonna scope around from up here.
Your first thought might be simple, probably just the wind, but what follows makes that explanation much harder to believe.
So this guy, Asahiro, ended up creating the same synthetic dye as what the Germans were producing. And because he was one of the very first or only ones to do that, his company became very rich and famous. And after that, he was given the task to create gunpowder and other chemicals during World War II. Which made him even more rich because he was making money from war. I think this place is really haunted.
Reaching the property, the mansion reveals itself. It looks exactly like a place with a haunted reputation should. Walls wrapped in vines, iron bars across windows, an aura that seems to whisper, "Stay away." Yet Steve presses on. Inside, the house feels frozen in time. Tatami mat rooms remain intact, with shoes still lined neatly at the entrance, umbrellas waiting by the door, and family photographs scattered throughout. It's as though the residents intended to return, but never did. Then the house delivers its first warning.
Wow, it's a giant living room. Whatever made that noise is not making it anymore. Dave.
Dude.
What the hell was that? That was you.
How am I?
That was you.
How am I?
Are you sure?
Amazing. No, it wasn't me.
You're kidding me.
I genuinely thought you thought that was me.
Go look back at Dave's footage. I think he caught that.
So I'm right beside you, dude.
It sounded like someone threw something.
I thought you thought that was me.
I still think it was you. Hello? I have a feeling it was that screwdriver right there. I don't think that was there before.
A light bulb drops suddenly from the ceiling.
So what just happened in there when you were in the room?
I was standing near the coffee table. I put the horse on the table.
Yeah.
The coffee, you come look at me, the coffee table's the size of this.
Yeah.
I put the horse on, I walked around this side, the last lampshade that's right over there. Like, yeah.
Can I show them with your footage?
It's absolutely beautiful. God, the weight of it. The fuck, man? What did you do? I literally just caught that on camera.
So Dave caught this on camera.
the light bulb just mysteriously dropped to the ground. There's some just weird stuff happening in this mansion.
This isn't slow decay or a gentle loosening over years. It's abrupt, crashing to the floor without warning, forcing both explorers to stop and reassess. Whatever is happening here, it feels deliberate.
I swear to God, the horse was down here on my video, and I've gone, that horse weighs a ton. I've put it here. Even if I went round here, there's no way on that camera. I mean, yeah, I could reach it, but it was all the way over here.
Yeah.
I walked here.
No, I believe you.
And the bulb just dropped.
The deeper they move, the clearer it becomes that this may be more than natural decay. Steve comments that this is why so few urban explorers venture into Japanese ruins, because they are genuinely believed to be haunted. As they press through the kitchen and toward the upper levels, the mansion seems to react to them, and then it happens again.
The ceiling doesn't look safe at all. That's about to go down any moment. That room is filled with stuff. Holy crap. Did you guys see that? That door literally just slammed. Can't believe I caught that. I don't think it was the wind too. I mean, it is kind of windy in here, but why would it... That thing blew towards me, and the other door behind it, perfectly okay. I feel like it would have moved if it was the wind. That was bizarre.
A door slams shut. Steve examines the situation carefully. If it had been the wind, other doors would have shifted as well, but these remain still, and the door closes against the airflow, an action that defies logic. Throughout the house, a strange blend of cultures is visible. Traditional Japanese rooms alongside a Western-style meeting hall, rumored to have hosted wartime strategy sessions. This mixture of history, tragedy, and unexplained activity is what makes the Himuro Mansion such a unique place. Whether paranormal or not, the events Steve and Dave captured cannot easily be ignored. Natural explanations, wind, creaking timbers, or structural decay are possible, yet the timing and force of each incident, recorded clearly on professional cameras, raise deeper questions. Perhaps that is why this house continues to fuel speculation. You think that was creepy? Just wait, this next clip is straight out of your worst nightmares. Our fourth video occurs on January 16, 2024. An explorer ventures into an abandoned hotel, but from the very start, it didn't feel deserted. Within seconds, unsettling traces of life appeared, scribbles covering the walls and cryptic notes scattered around. One message read, "Don't come in here. If you do, be ready." The warning was enough to send chills down their spines.
Did you see that sign though?
Station, one burdened with tragedy. Years earlier, a man had drunk himself to death inside its walls, and since then, townsfolk swore they saw dark figures drifting across its windows. Determined to uncover the truth, the pair stepped inside.
This investigation took us to an old abandoned train station outside of the small town of Piney, Manitoba. This place was brought to our attention by one of our friends in Woodridge, who over a bonfire told us that his father was friends with a man named Dennis. Dennis had died in that station shortly after it was abandoned. When Dennis got drunk, he tended to get very religious and emotional, claiming that he was going to hell. When asked why, he claimed that he did something very bad, claiming the Lord would never forgive him. Dennis went out drinking one Friday night in July 1981 at the Piney Hotel, but was never seen alive again. He was conspicuously missing from the hotel bar on Saturday night, which other regulars found highly unusual. The search continued well into the evening until Dennis was finally found. The group had made their way to the abandoned train station where they found Dennis on the floor inside, apparently dead from alcohol poisoning. To this day, some still believe that Dennis's ghost still lives in the old decrepit train station, unable to pass on due to his fear of eternal damnation. Passers-by have reported seeing shadow figures in the windows through the trees, and those who dare to enter feel a presence watching them from all areas of the building. We wanted to know if these stories are true, so we paid a visit to the abandoned train station in Piney to ask Dennis himself.
The station carried an immediate weight, the atmosphere thick and oppressive, silence broken only by the faint groan of old floorboards. With their advanced spirit communication tool, they began detecting fragmented words, potential messages from whatever lingered within. But before they could make sense of it, something terrifying interrupted.
Okay.
If anybody's in here, please make a noise.
I'm looking for a man named Dennis.
If you're here with us, make a noise. Or just let us know you're here somehow. Is it on?
It's on yet.
You can let us know through the Ovilus.
Usually the Ovilus says a word almost right away.
Holy smokes.
What?
This place looks like it's falling, like the roof looks like it's falling apart.
Yeah? So much crap in here. I think I smell skunk too.
Really?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not in here. Moan.
It said moan.
Yeah.
You can moan for us so we can hear it. You can do it into one of our microphones or into our ear.
Look at this, man. I didn't see over there, but that looks like it's coming down too.
Oh yeah, it feels fine up here.
Why is there so much crap?
Remember? What is it that you want us to remember?
What do you remember?
Or what do you remember?
Heard you might have done something bad. Do you remember that?
What happened in this place?
Oh my god.
Spirits, man. I don't know. With the story that we heard, there's gotta be something.
Sure. All the people that are coming through this place. React.
What's that?
React.
How's that?
What is that, man? Dude. Hang on.
Is that the new one? And it just stops.
Happen.
What did it say?
Happen. It just said happen. It said react when we went to the bottom of the stairs.
React and happened? What happened? Was that you?
Yeah.
Are you what happened? And wanted us to react?
Is that a good enough reaction for you? Dennis, that's who you are?
Maybe it wants to get a reaction out of us?
A nearby door lock rattled violently, commanding their full attention. Just as they approached, the disturbance ceased, leaving only an uneasy quiet. Shaken but unwilling to back down, they pressed forward. Setting up a sensory deprivation test, Johnny asked questions while Jordan, headphones on, strained to hear any possible reply through the static.
Huh? I think. Touch.
Are we speaking
Against.
Are we speaking with Dennis right now?
Two recovered.
If you're here with
There
us,
will
can you
be-
make some noise. Let us know you're here and want to communicate.
Stand. Thought about the driver?
Noise is back behind me. Are you behind me? Are you in this room over here? Tell Jordan. Let him know. And then I'll know.
Explorer.
Explore? You want me to come back there and explore?
Just went dead silent. Happening. It's happening.
You're saying happening a lot. What is it that you're going to do? What's going to be happening?
You creep.
I'm the creep? You're the one that was living out here. We heard you might have did a couple.
Your body. Horrible.
Horrible. We heard you might have did a couple bad things. That's what our sources told us. Can you let us know what you did?
No idea.
No idea? Was it murder? Oh. Shit.
Here.
Here?
The silence broke with a loud crash from a room, then a second one, followed by a fleeting shadow moving in the hallway.
If you can make that noise again.
I heard K2.
If you can make that noise again, I'll check the K2. If you can make that noise again, let us know.
In here.
We'll come over there.
Sweep. What?
There's a noise over there. Oh, did you see that?
The f*** was that, man? What?
The noise over there. Did you see that?
The f*** was that, man?
To a remote woodland in the UK, a place long associated with child spirits, shadow figures, and unexplained phenomena. Equipped with torches and paranormal devices, Moxley entered the woods unaware of just how terrifying the investigation would become. It is January 22nd, 2025, when he set out to document the hauntings. But the night quickly revealed encounters far beyond anything anticipated. Moxley pressed deeper into the woodland, recalling reports of child spirits and shadow figures. The cold and thick trees made every sound, rustling leaves, faint footsteps, feel amplified. Scanning with his torches and laser, he sensed something watching from the darkness.
Really don't know how much of a good idea this is. I'm at the top of the hill. Starting to feel trapped. I feel like somebody's out here stalking me. There's somebody definitely stood up here. There's somebody stood at the top of the hill looking down, and when I put this on, like that, they sculled through. But where'd they skull through to? I've seen footprints here. But nobody could get down the sides. What the? That has to be a bird. That better be a bird. Or some animal. Who's back there? Is there somebody back there? I'm not liking this feeling. I'm literally trapped at the top of the hill with a potential person or evil entity, something, stalking me. Okay, I could run down that hill, slide, whatever. but I don't fancy it. But if I have to, I will. I'm just getting deeper and deeper into this woodland. I have no idea where I'm going now. Whistling. Yo, who's that? Yo, that's somebody coming towards me. Who's there?
Reaching the top of a hill, Moxley described feeling trapped, convinced something was stalking him from behind. Footsteps and rustling echoed around him, each noise pulling his nerves tighter. With the laser and torch beams cutting through the trees, the possibility of shadow entities, or even people, kept him on edge. Investigating a strange opening, Moxley reported the sensation of being pushed or guided by an unseen presence. He attempted spirit communication, but the footsteps and rustling noises persisted, confirming he wasn't alone. Leaning against a tree for balance, he admitted uncertainty, unsure if the activity was residual energy or something actively near him.
Two separate shadow figures, or people, watching me. But if it was people, wouldn't they shout back to you, rather than rush to you, and nobody's there? Yeah, it looks like it's going down. Let's just hope it doesn't hit some sort of river at the bottom. That wouldn't be a good idea. Oh. Slow and steady wins the race. Who's there?
As he continued, the footsteps followed closely behind. The sounds suggested more than one presence, amplified by the woodland's natural acoustics. Moving cautiously downhill, he remained alert, the overwhelming impression being that he was hunted or stalked.
I have to say, I've been walking for a good 10-15 minutes, and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder because I'm adamant there's something else out here with me. As you can see, it's just me. But I've definitely heard, like, walking in the tree lines. They're rushing towards me. That was the scariest thing I've ever come across. Especially out here, doing these ones at night. In the middle of a woodland that is reported to be extremely haunted. But look at that moon. It is icy cold. Okay, so I'm just about to walk up here, and I just look this side, and look at this. Somebody been out here camping. Maybe they've been scared off by whatever's out here. It's been there a few days, if not a bit longer. Oh, that's frozen stiff. Well, that isn't what you want to be finding out here. Could just be as simple as somebody who no longer wanted the tent, so they decided to leave it. Or it could be the case of somebody come out here camping to try and see if they can last the night because of the reports of the hauntings, and they've not had time to take the tent down. Either way, that is creepy. Because I've been out here a good 2.5, 3 hours now, and you do get the feeling like you've been watched. There's somebody here. It felt like I was being rushed before, but that's mad. Right.
Whistling and faint laughter drifted through the forest, heightening the tension. An abandoned tent came into view, evidence that others may have fled this same woodland. The abandoned tent reinforced the sense of malevolence, a warning that this forest does not welcome intruders. Ultimately, Moxley returned to his car, leaving the woods behind.